Oh, she never did she? Fucking hell. Really? Jesus, I'm going to have to go. It's 5 questions with Brenda. Welcome, viewers, and welcome to the second series of 5 questions with Brenda. We've got lots of excitement lined up for you and all that. Right, first thing in the morning, like me, you get up, you go for a piss, you go fit the kettle on, you pop your pikelets in the toaster, then you sit down and listen to Bastard FM's first thing in the morning. And you notice sometimes they have them adverts on, don't they, where someone will say something like, and now at Winkles and things, Winkles only $5.99. Winkles and things, you know, stuff like that. Well, people actually have to do them. And you know, this week's special guest is a lady who does voiceovers, and she does jingles and stuff like that, and she sings and she performs and all that. You might have seen her if you live locally, walking round the park. She often carrying some like French breadsticks, sniffing flowers and waving at the villagers and that. So welcome this week's guest, Ruth Getz. Welcome.
Hi Brenda, thank you for having me. It's really nice to be asked. Welcome to my little room where I do everything. It's like basically head office. So I've got all my lovely singing clothes. I've got a groovy lampshade. I've got a voice booth in the corner, which you can't see, but it is there. I've got a keyboard over there, which I use when I do online singing lessons, and it all happens. Everything happens here. So, yeah, I'm excited. Let's get on with the question.
Welcome, Ruth, and on to question 1. So, I want you to just picture yourself when you were a young lass, and you were in your bedroom, which was just full of plastic pink things, I imagine, and you were in front of your dressing table mirror, dancing and prancing with your hairbrush in your hand, singing along to Duran Duran, just wishing that you could be in a pop group, or maybe you wished you could be an actress like Anna Friel or someone like that. And I just wondered, when you were a child like that, did you ever imagine that you would actually make a living out of singing and doing voiceovers and that sort of thing?
Brenda, that is uncanny. You have literally just described me in the 80s as a teenager. I did love Duran Duran, actually. I was a complete Duranny. I loved all 80s pop. But anyway, to answer your question, did I think that I would earn a living from being a singer? No, I didn't, actually. Definitely not. I didn't think that that was something that you could really do. I thought you had to do like a proper job. I went to a really sort of academic school where it was all like geared up towards, you know, getting really good grades and exams and etc. And all I really wanted to do was go to drama school. Which I didn't do anyway, but that's what I really wanted to do. And I just liked singing and performing and acting, and that was kind of like my thing. But yeah, I thought you had to do something a little bit more sort of conventional. So I just, I've had a few jobs under my belt, and then I think I gravitated towards that. It was almost like that was all I was ever really going to do. So I got a job as a copywriter in a radio station, and then from that, that's where I started to get into voiceovers, and from voiceovers I started doing jingles and singing for radio, and then from singing for radio I started singing for you know, other things, and then I ended up sort of singing at weddings and parties and that kind of thing. And yeah, so it's been a real gradual process, but yeah, so no, I didn't think I could, but I'm glad that I do.
Right, Ruth, let's get straight on to question 2. Now, I know you do them voiceovers because I've heard them, and you've got a website with them all on, haven't you? So the people can listen to it if they want. It's up to you to show us what that is, because I don't know the website address. And also, you sing. I've seen you singing at one of those event things that local artist Anna Bean did. That was very good. Now, I know you do other kinds of singing and that. I wonder if you could tell us a bit about that. I mean, do you perform like on your own as like a named performer? Are you in a band? Do you perform at like functions for people? You know, just tell us a bit more about what you do.
Oh, thanks for asking that one, Brenda. As you can see, I've had a costume change. This is the kind of thing I wear when I go out singing. So yeah, just kind of put my glad rags on, bit of lippy, I've even got a beret on today. I love a beret. I know you love a beret too, Brenda. So yeah, I sing at parties, weddings, functions, shindigs, anything where you need a kind of vintage style singer, and I perform numbers from the 20s through to about the 50s, sometimes the 60s, and it's numbers by people like Ella Fitzgerald, Nina Simone, Dinah Washington, Peggy Lee, Judy Garland, all those amazing artists from, you know, way back. And yeah, read all about it on my website, ruthgettsinger.co.uk. Thank you for asking that one, Brenda.
On question 3 already. Now, what I'd like to do is give you a challenge. I wonder if you'd like to write me a theme tune for 5 questions to Brenda. Only joking, but not really. But what would you sing as my theme tune? I wonder.
And 5 questions with Brenda. Her questions will never offend ya. She's so chatty and slender, and she's also caring and tender. Yes, it's 5 questions with Brenda. Everyone wants to befriend her. Yes, it's 5 questions with Brenda. The sassiest, slinkiest shape shifter in town. Yeah.
Right, Ruth. What I want you to do for question 4, I want you to tell me who would be your ideal singing partner to do a duet with, alive or dead. And what song would you sing?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I think I would pick Patsy Cline, and the song I would choose would be Walking After Midnight. I love singing the song, and it always goes down really well, and she has just got this amazing quality to her voice, and she just has so much emotion that really takes singing to the next level, I think, when you put that sort of emotion into a song. And yeah, it would be great to sing it with her. And also, she had this really great quote, which was basically, get out there and take charge when you're singing, which I think is such a good mantra as a performer. Get out there and take charge.
Well, Ruth, we're at question 5 already. It's absolutely flown by answer, which it always does when I do this, because it's just enthralling. I love it. So, what I want you to do is what every guest I've ever interviewed has to do. Might be emotional, might be heartbreaking for you, it might bring you joy. I want you to picture that little girl we talked about earlier, the one who was dancing and prancing to Duran Duran in the bedroom. Now, as she sits looking in the mirror, making lip gloss out of spit and glitter, and applies it to her lips. And if you open the door and just peer through, and you could go up and you could say something to that little girl about what it would be like when she was older, what would you tell her?
Oh, Brenda, that is deep. Okay. What I would say to that little girl making making lip gloss out of glitter and spit, I'd say stop overthinking everything. Stop worrying. Most of it doesn't matter. Most of it never happens. And just relax and just enjoy everything and have fun. That's what it's all about. That's the most important thing.
Right, thanks ever so much, Ruth. That was brilliant. And thanks so much for being the first guest of Series 2 of 5 Questions to Brenda. I was thrilled to have you. It's lovely to have some local talents. And now what I want you to do just before you go is maybe you could show me a little bit of vocal warm-up training or whatever you call it. If you could sing a bit, then I'll follow. And then ultimately one day we could do the most beautiful duet anyone's ever heard. So thanks again.
So what you've got to do is just do this. Follow me. And you can go up and down like that if you want.
Okay, here we go. How's that?
Okay, the next exercise we're going to do are some sirens, and these are really good for projection. So if you want to be heard from a long way away, this is a really good way to practice. So just follow me. Your turn.
Here we go.
Right, the final vocal warm-up is all about diction and clarity. So when you sing, you want people to actually hear the words. So a good way to practice is with a tongue twister. So here's a tongue twister for you. Bashful Brenda brought beautiful blueberries. Bashful Brenda brought beautiful blueberries. Bashful Brenda brought beautiful blueberries. Can you say that 3 times?
Beautiful, bubbly, bashful Brenda bought blueberries. Beautiful, bubbly Brenda bought some blueberries. Brenda's bubbly enough like blueberries.
Thank you for having me, Brenda. It's been a lot of fun hanging out with you. I hope we can do it again sometime.
Me too. See you, Ruth. See you next week. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to go to my Instagram, Brenda_the_shapeshifter. Bye.